Hi, loves. Happy Sunday. It's Sunday, right? Yes, happy Sunday. It's Daylight Savings Sunday. I want somebody to hop on because we got this great question on Friday. I did not get online yesterday, so I did not get a chance to respond to this question, but I wanted to come on and I wanted to answer this question because it was really, really good. And it's something that I believe 100%, yes, 100% of our members struggle with. So hi to whoever hopped on. I couldn't see who hopped on, but do me a favor and please just in the comments, let me know if my lips are matching the audio because my car is on and this is being fed through my Bluetooth, through the speakers in my car. So this happened to me once before and the audio and the video didn't match. So if that's the case, then I will shut off the car and I'll take it off the Bluetooth. I should have done that already. But if you guys can just let me know, hi to everybody who's hopping on. If you guys can just let me know in the comments if the audio and the video is matching, I'm good. Thank you, Shell. Thank you, Sonia. Okay. So on Friday night, we had a woman come through our Invisible Shackles page. I'm not going to call her out by name, but she's a very beloved member. She's been on for a few months, I believe, at this point. She's very new into her sentence. Her husband hasn't been, I don't even know if he's pre-sentencing, but he hasn't been inside for very long. So she got tickets to a concert through a friend. She got free tickets and she was saying, does anybody else experience this? Does anybody feel guilty saying yes to these things? Basically like continuing with living your life while he's inside, because he's in jail, he's miserable, and you feel like continuing to live your life and doing fun things, you just don't feel right. You feel like you're doing something wrong. You feel like maybe you should be miserable as well. You almost put yourself in your own prison because you feel guilty continuing to live your life. Hi, everybody who's hopping on and saying hello. You guys that can relate to this, please in the comments, whether watching it live or on the replay, let me know and just put a thumbs up. And if you don't have the emoji, just write thumbs up. Like you could totally agree. Yes, I have felt this way before. Thank you. Thank you, Joan. Yes, I do. Yes, I've done this. Yes, I've felt guilty for living my life. I've actually stopped living my life and started saying no to things because he's in there and he can't do it. So I'm going to give you guys a second to answer that. And I'm doing this for a reason. I want you guys to see that you're not alone. I want you guys to see that literally everybody else who is in a prison relationship at one point or another has felt this way. Usually early on, but still in my life, sometimes I experience this. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to prove to you that this has gone on with prison wives for so long. I'm going to show you the date. I don't know if you could see this. I'm going to show you guys the date of this blog post. February 12th, 2012. February 26th. 2012. I wrote this blog post, okay? I'm still at the point where I say no to things sometimes. I definitely felt this way early on. Good. You guys, everybody feels like this. So you are normal. I promise. We are going to get you guys through this. I also felt like this. Back in 2012, before Strong Prison Wives even was a thing, I met a girl online named Annette. I had just started filming YouTube videos. I believe it was December 2011. The reason that you haven't found me before is because I pulled them all down, and just this past July, I put them all back up. So I filmed for about a year. I did a video almost every single day for like 9 months actually. Pulled them all down because of some personal stuff. And then this summer, I had somebody talk me into putting them back up. So back then, I wanted to get more into helping prison wives. I wanted to use my experience to help people avoid the pain, the hardships, the problems that I experienced while I was doing this by myself. Plus, you guys, my husband's a lifer. So I needed a way, like he's not just going to get out and we're going to put this all behind us in a couple of years. I need to find a way to make sure I wasn't getting bitter, to make the system, to make me feel like the system wasn't winning. I wanted to figure out a way to do something constructive with this and do something positive with this. So that's what I did. And I encourage you guys, if you want to do the same thing, please fill out an application, bit.ly/SPWF volunteer APP, and sign up to be a volunteer with us. I was just having a conversation with a beautiful SPWF member. She's so cool. She's so funny. She's so smart. And unfortunately, she was driving home from visit, so our call got disconnected. But she was saying that she wanted to volunteer, but she's kind of in the closet. There are ways that we can go about doing it where your name, your face, your information does not have to be out there. Okay, sorry, I feel like a commercial all the time, but I just want to make sure things come into my head and I want to make sure that I say them. Anyway, so I was looking online and I found this beautiful woman named Annette. And Annette had this little blog, and it was called Strong Prison Wives. And so I reached out to her. She was looking for people to guest author. And so I reached out to her. I said, I'd love to write for your blog. So, and I wrote, this was the very first article I wrote back on February 26, 2012. We became very good friends. We joined forces, and that's how Strong Prison Wives, as you guys know it, and now Strong Prison Wives and Families, the nonprofit, that's how it was born way back in the day. I have to make myself leave the house a lot. I'm talking to my counselor about it. That's awesome. I feel lonely doing it without him. That we did blah, blah, blah. Okay, sorry, I can't read everything out loud or I won't see all of the comments. So she's saying, that's Kat, is saying she feels guilty. She's talking to her therapist, her counselor about it, which is helpful, but she feels guilty doing things that she used to do with him. She feels guilty now doing them alone. So let me read my blog post that I posted back then when I was struggling with this and I was working myself through it. So you could see that it's normal. You could see that there's light at the end of the tunnel, that there's another side to this, and you could see that you're not alone. I think I said that twice. So this is called, it's still actually online if you Google Strong Prison Wives blogspot. But this is on our current site, strongprisonwives.com. That's gone, and it will be, because I wanted this post to live forever, it will be on strongprisonwivesandfamilies.com once that is up and running and live, and we're very, very, very close. I have an expert literally as we speak looking at it and putting the final touches on it. So anyway, this is called It's Okay to Have Fun. And I wrote, last night I went to a birthday party. I drank, I stayed out late, and I had a ton of fun. That shouldn't sound too out of the ordinary for someone my age, but for me, that was a big accomplishment. It took me a while to get back to feeling comfortable celebrating while my other half was locked away in a jail cell. Honestly, it just felt wrong to have fun. Instead of being joyous occasions, holidays, birthdays, and parties were accompanied by an emptiness, a silent sadness. Often I wondered how standing in the middle of a crowded room could make someone feel so lonely. I'm not sure what prompted the day or how it came about, but eventually I realized that there was no sense in cutting myself off from the world. Adam was in jail and nothing would change that. Whether I went out and had fun or sat in the self-inflicted prison I created in my mind, he was stuck there regardless. Slowly, I learned how to separate the two and began allowing myself to have fun again. I learned that I needed those escapes to keep my sanity, which actually strengthened my relationship in the long run. It also eliminated the guilt he often felt for me neglecting myself. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd be lying if I told you it was always easy. We are only human. Some days are more of a struggle than others. I still choke away tears at weddings and cried myself to sleep last New Year's Eve with a promise that next year will be better. I let myself, there's a typo in there. I let myself feel the emotions, then promise myself to try to have more good days than bad. It's the only way for me to survive this life. So today I'm passing along some strength, a smile, and a simple validation that it's okay to go out and have fun. I promise you will feel so much better for it. Love and hugs. I signed it the prison wife back then. Love and hugs, Row. Okay, so let's talk through that. I actually took this course back in the day by an amazing woman, Dr. I can never speak, and on my video I can't fix it. Dr. Avon Hart Johnson. She runs an organization that is very similar to Strong Prison Wives and Families called DCPC, DC Project Connect. I sit on her board, the board of the nonprofit, okay? Dr. Avon had a family member who was incarcerated for many, many, many years. She knows our struggles. She knows exactly what we go through. She knows by experience that we put ourselves in our own vicarious prison. We actually feel as if we need to be miserable because they are miserable. But here's the thing, like I said in my blog post, and like I said in my Surviving the Holidays Without Him videos, I will post them up here after this live video. I will be back and I will post them in the cards. But I have two videos, Surviving the Holidays Without Him Part 1 and Surviving the Holidays Without Him Part 2. And I address this in there. And it's not just for the holidays, it's for any time. How to get yourself to say yes to doing things, how to enjoy and celebrate things like Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas or New Year's Eve or birthdays or any other day that's special to you, or just saying yes to a party. How to do that without feeling the guilt, how to do that without feeling fear of him getting mad at you or things like that. That is all addressed very thoroughly in those two videos. I encourage you after this one, after you finish watching this one, so go look for those. And if you're watching this on the replay, just click those cards up there and watch them, because I plan to bring those back this holiday season, which is just, can't believe it, like 6 weeks away. And also I plan to bring, well, 3 weeks for Thanksgiving, but I also plan to bring back a third part and do a part 3 to that series. But anyway, let me just, I'm like getting all over the place. What else is new? In that class, Dr. Avon explained that this is something that we all go through, and she offered coping skills on how we can move ourselves past that. Here's the thing, you guys. There is a lot of guilt from our loved ones associated with being in there and leaving us out here struggling to meet the bills, struggling to hold on and wait and not feel as if we can do the things, like Kat, I think, said it. I can't do the things that I used to do with him because I feel guilty doing it on my own. Let me tell you this. There was a point where I said to myself, out of my sadness and my depression for him being gone, that there are certain things that I will not do without him. And you know what I realized? I was trying to manipulate the universe. I was trying to manipulate God, the universe, life, whatever you want to look at it as, and say, so now you have to let him come home and you have to let him do these things with me. Otherwise, I'll never do them again. And you're not going to do that to me, right? Wrong. Wrong. You could still live your life in hope that he's going to come home. You could still do things that make you happy right now while he's gone, knowing that one day he will be here to do those with you again. Now, let me just put a disclaimer on that. If there are things that you used to do with him that are just too difficult to do because you cannot, you like cry and you can't experience your, whatever that experience is, without sobbing, or it just brings you more depression because you used to do it with him, then don't do it. But if it's something that you truly want to do and it's just a matter of feeling as if, what is this car doing? All my live videos are in my car. Maybe if I did them in my house, we wouldn't feel like this. But feeling as if you cannot do it. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought because there was a car that was like, I don't know if you guys could see him behind me, but I think he was waiting for my spot, maybe not realizing that I'm not leaving. And he was like going back and forth and he distracted the hell out of me. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, so feeling as if you can't do these things is one thing if it causes you more depression. But if it's something like my sister's wedding was last week, okay? I have to go to my sister's wedding. I'm beyond the point of getting depressed, right? Like for me, it's been so long and I've done so much work to mentally make myself feel okay with this, that there have been weddings in the past, like years ago, like right around when I wrote this blog, I was at one of my cousin's weddings. She's much younger than me, right? So now here I am, years into this, no relief in sight. My husband's not coming home anytime soon, and I'm at my younger cousin's wedding, which is kind of like a slap in my face because she's so much younger than me. I'm so much beyond her. I should, in my head at the time, be further in my life, but I'm not. I started sobbing during the first dance, and I ran to the bathroom and I cleaned myself up, and my sisters got me out of it. But I've come so far because I've done all of this work, okay? So do I say yes to everything? No. The same cousin, when she had her baby shower, because it was a trigger for me at the time, I gracefully RSVP'd that I wouldn't be able to make it because I knew it was going to be too hard for me. And that's okay. I sent a gift. I RSVP'd in time. I wasn't being rude. I just didn't want to go. But New Year's Eve, I wanted to go to a party. I wanted to not cry myself to sleep finally 1 year. I knew it was going to be hard. So what I did the year that I decided that I was not going to let the depression win, I was not going to put myself in prison and be miserable because my husband's in a jail cell. We don't have to both be in a jail cell. So I went out for a couple hours. I took my niece to my best friend. My best friend was throwing a party at the hotel where her husband works. So all the kids went swimming. We stayed for an hour, maybe two. That was plenty for me. I got the experience. I came home and I chilled. So it was baby steps, doing things. That's what I was saying before when I got distracted. There's so much guilt associated that I think our husbands feel worse when we don't live our lives. So I believe, like I said in my blog post, saying things like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to live my life is going to help him, going to help ease it for him. Now, if you have a controlling husband who doesn't want you to go out and live your life, then you really have to reevaluate your situation. Now, if you have a husband who doesn't want you going out until 6 o'clock in the morning, club hopping, driving drunk, then you have a good husband. But there's a difference between a controlling husband and a husband who doesn't want you to put yourself in a bad situation. And I do have a video that I will post up there in the cards about putting yourselves in bad situations and potentially dangerous situations. But if you have a loving husband who wants the best for you, he will not tell you that you should stay home because he's not there. He will tell you to go out and live your life and put yourself in safe situations, but go out and celebrate the holidays with your family. Go out and, if you're young, go out with your friends to that party. Go experience your life, because you only get one life, you guys. And sitting around waiting for him, I understand that it's sad, especially like if it's all couples, but pick and choose the situations that you put yourself in. Pick and choose what you do, and don't just automatically say no to everything. And I said this in my holiday video, and I'll say it here. Pick one thing, right? So the holidays are coming up. There are going to be a whole bunch of different things that you're going to get invited to. You don't have to say yes to everything, but I challenge you to pick one thing and go. And you don't have to stay for 3 or 4 hours. Go for 15 minutes. Go for 15 minutes. Experience it like I did the first year that I went out for New Year's, because New Year's is my trigger holiday. We don't have relief in sight. I say this all the time. New Year's was my trigger holiday. I don't allow it to bother me anymore. But because it's just, to me, it marked another year passing that he's inside and we have no relief. But what you can do is, I went out for an hour or two, I came home, and then I had to just kind of like let it go. And then the following year I went out for longer, and the following year I did something more. And now I'm like, New Year's Eve, cool, I'm gonna go out and have fun. It sucks that Adam's there, and it sucks that, yes, I do miss him. Like, I missed him at my sister's wedding last week, but it didn't mean that I separated those two. Yes, I wanted him there. Yes, I missed him. Yes, I felt his loss, but I put that aside because that's not what the day was about. So like I always say, you get to choose. You get to go out and you get to have fun. It doesn't mean that you're not respecting him. It doesn't mean that you're betraying him for being out there, as long as you live within your boundaries of your relationship and your personal values, meaning like you're not going out and being a hoe. You're just going out and having fun. You're just going out and living your life. You're just going out and being you. So what I said on Friday on my live video, and something that I'm going to say here again, is that I decided for you guys, for free, I am going to run a goal setting class. And it could be something simple as, I set the goal of going out once a month. Easy, right? I'm gonna run, and it could be something huge, like I'm gonna go and get my real estate license, or I'm gonna go back to school, or I'm going to save enough money to, he's in the feds and I'm in New Jersey, and hypothetically he got moved across to California. I'm gonna save enough money so that I can move and be by him in California. Whatever your goal is, it could be something as small as going out once a month and living your life, or self-care once a week, or as big as saving enough money to move across state. So I'm going to set up a goal setting class. We're going to do it for free, but I need you guys, I repeat, I need you guys to be serious about this. If I put my time and my energy into running a class for you guys, I need you to do the work. I need you to commit to doing it and actually do it. So if it's something you're interested in, I'm going to go back to my admin. I decided this on Friday, literally talked through it on a live video with you guys. I have to hash it out with my admin. We have to, with my volunteer team, we have to figure out how we're going to run it. We have to figure out when we're going to run it. It'll be in the new year at some point, right after the new year, and then we're going to do it. So if you're interested, something for you to think about. I will post on social media about it. Shoot me an email, strongprisonwives@gmail.com, and I will put you on a list of people, and you guys will get emails, and you'll be the first notified once we run this class. But I need you to know that I'm very, very serious, that you need to be serious about this. If you're not doing the work, I will kick you out of the class, because I'm doing this for nothing. I'm doing this to help you. I am doing this to use my experience to help you, because that is how I got over things like being miserable and not wanting to go out when my husband is gone. And I think for this one person in particular, that's not my answer to her, but for this one person in particular who got I think it was hockey, who got sports free tickets, right? And for me personally, here's my advice to you. The thought of doing it is always worse than doing it. So the thought for me of getting ready, the thought of having to get in the car and go, the thought of having to find parking and all of that stuff, I will talk myself out of it so much faster than if I just don't think about it, say yes, do it, get there. Once you're there, you are having so much fun. Especially, I think you said it was for you and your daughter. Watching your daughter have so much fun is so worth it. So don't allow yourself, it's the same thing I say all the time about like going to the gym, motivating yourself to go to the gym. Okay, if you guys are in about the class, I need you to email me, okay? strongprisonwives@gmail.com, and just tell me that you're in about the class, because I'm not going to be able to contact you through the comments on this video because I won't have your information, okay? I love that you guys are saying that you're in. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, Melinda. I didn't know you were yoga and plants. That's such a cute name. This is something I look forward to. Yay. I'm so happy, you guys. I'm so happy you guys are interested in this. But just please send me the email because I don't want you to miss out. And I forgot to say that on Friday, so I will make sure that I keep saying that more. Okay. No problem, Melinda. Just go back and watch this once it's over. But basically, I shared a post that I wrote in 2012 about putting myself in prison vicariously and not going out and living my life. This might have been your question on Facebook. I'm not sure, but I don't remember whose question this was, but it was in response to a woman who got tickets to a sporting event, I believe a hockey game, and she felt guilty saying yes because her husband was inside and she didn't get a chance to talk to him and ask him what she should do. So this is my response to that. I read a blog post when I was struggling with it, and I just kind of gave you my all over the place advice. It was a concert. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm mixing it up with a video that I watched about a guy who was at a hockey game, because that's how things go in this crazy brain. His favorite band. I get it. Okay. So if that were me, I understand. I would struggle with it because I would feel guilty. But if that were me, I know that my husband would want me to go, experience that, take as many pictures as I could, come back and tell him all about it, send him the pictures so we could both kind of live through it. And it's the same thing that I mentioned and in my videos that I was talking about how to survive the holidays without him, parts 1 and 2. One thing I said for you to do is experience it with him. So you could figure out a way to experience these, like the concert. It's going to be hard to have him call you during it, but maybe you could have him call you during it and hold up the phone. You're not going to be able to hear each other, but you might be able to hear the music. Or, you writing him an email from there if you have email, or taking 100,000 pictures and then at your next visit, taking him step by step so he could live vicariously. Instead of you living vicariously and putting yourself in jail, flip that and live vicariously and let him live through your photos and through your re-encounters of what happened. So just flip that, okay? Like I always say, you have a choice. You could be miserable, you could put yourself in jail with him, or you can live your life and then allow him to. You could choose the happiness, you could choose the doing, you could choose the going to the events and then having him live it with you. That was a perfect, I missed the comment. I'm sorry. But I think that, okay, we've been going for 20 minutes. How did that happen? I have to go into Target, get a couple of things, and then to, my favorite place on the weekends, Costco, to get some food for the week. And you did choose to have fun. Yay. It was a perfect circle. We're not allowed to have our phones out. Oh, you're not allowed to have your phones out. Okay. So, oh, yeah, that happened to my sister when she went to go see Kevin Hart. She said that it was crazy. That's okay. You could take a picture of yourself outside of the stadium. You could take a picture of yourself in the car in the parking lot. You could take a picture of all of the people from your car, right? All of the people lined up to go through security. You can get a postcard while you're there. And even if you're in the feds, I know there's new rules and we're going to talk about the mail rules, but you can make a photocopy of that postcard, or, you could buy a t-shirt there and then take a picture of yourself wearing the t-shirt. Don't just shut yourself off because, no, I can't take, and I'm not, this isn't towards that person who said it. It brought up a good point. No, I'm not allowed to do this. We are such creative, beautiful beings. We can figure out ways to make them feel involved. And, and do things for them. So and even, listen, don't buy the t-shirt at the concert if you don't want to. Like, who wants to spend $50 on a t-shirt? But you can go to Amazon and buy a t-shirt with the name of the band and do a photo shoot in it, right? Like, so I would buy, like, he doesn't have a favorite band, and he doesn't have a favorite sports team. Adam, you're killing me here. Okay, I would buy, like, something. Adam, you're killing me. He loves so many things, but he doesn't have, like, specifics. But let's just say he loved the Green Bay Packers. Let's just say, which he doesn't, but his family's from Wisconsin, so we'll pick them. I would get, like, a Green Bay Packers t-shirt if I wasn't allowed to bring my phone in if I was going to a game, and I would do a photo shoot in, like, a Green Bay Packers t-shirt or a jersey. There are creative ways to involve him, and then I know him. I know what he would have me do on the phone, and then in visit, he would have me literally just give him a play-by-play, and he would sit there smiling like the cutest little, boy. I can't, like, Chester Brown, what's the name of it? Buster Brown, I can't remember, like the ear-to-ear cute little boy smile, and just be so happy to, one, see the excitement on my face that I experienced it, and two, feel like he was living it with me, because you can't go to those things. So I've said the same thing like 100 times. Reach out to me if you're interested in that goal setting class, strongprisonwives@gmail.com, and don't just like send me an email. Make sure that you say it's about the goal setting class, and I want you to say in there, I am serious about doing this. I will do the work. I'm going to need you to be serious about doing it, and I'm going to need you to do the work, because it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of my time to do it. So I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be bitchy about it, but I need you to be serious about it. If you're going to commit, I need you to commit. That's why we're not doing it until after the holidays, because I understand that it's hard for people to commit if they're not doing it. And I 100%, well, I'm not trying to be mean here, but I 100% will kick you out if you're telling me you're going to commit and then you don't do the work, because this is for you. It's not for me. Okay, I hope that helped you guys. I will see you. We have a winter visit outfit video coming soon, and I also asked if you guys want your visit outfits, if you want your photos in there, you could either send a picture of just the clothes themselves. If you don't want your face in there, you can crop your face out of there. If you want to share what you guys wear to visit and you want it in a video, just send me that as well. Again, strongprisonwives@gmail.com. Put if you remember, put where you got everything from, so other people can use that as inspiration for their visit outfits. Keep staying strong, keep loving strong, keep supporting one another through this journey, because you're one day closer to it all being behind you. Lots of love from my heart to yours. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh yeah, awesome. Okay, Lauren, cool. 25 videos for him. That is awesome. I'm sorry I can't read the rest of the comments, but I'm trying to read them before I click off.